the high quadrant areas. So it's just, stuff that guys are going to have to try and get used to, especially if we're going to play this lineup, which is a little bit bigger. But again, this pretty evident, the shot margin, too big against a good team. I think they took almost 20 more shots than us, almost 20 more points off turnovers than us, and then, just some of the stuff, cleaning up the rebounding, being a little bit more physical.
You mentioned the spacing. I'm curious, there were a while where you were out there with Patty.
Yeah.
You just talked about, I guess, the spacing that was out on the court and how seamlessly, I guess, you guys have kind of developed a little bit of chemistry there.
Yeah, against Milwaukee, that was one of our better scoring lineups where, just the pace that we were playing with was creating a lot of offense. It helps when you have guys that, are, threats from the perimeter, guys that, are going to kind of pull guys with them and have sort of that gravity there, which allows, our facilitators more space to operate. But it really doesn't, it doesn't do a lot unless you're really flowing into stuff, getting out, and trying to play with the pace that we need to play with and playing fast. It's tough against, when you're stagnant and, the ball is kind of sticking. So that group was good primarily because we were getting out and playing with a lot of pace.
And also, didn't you have a couple of assists on his threes? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I saw it. And so what is that like to be out there with another guy who can shoot threes like you?
That's a huge luxury. That's the reason why Patty's had the success that he's had in this league. He's an aggressive player, but he plays the right way. He's making quick decisions when he gets the ball. It's shot or getting off of it. And, with the group that we have, that's a tough combination to defend against, but that's how you got to play.
You guys have gone against Joel Embiid several times every year. Does that help you in terms of preparation, or just what he is, it's just tough to guard in the moment?
Yeah, he's a load down there, so regardless of whatever you're going to throw at him, he's seen every double team in the world. When he's locked in and focused, he's one of the toughest matchups in the NBA, so it's really just about trying to make things tough on him, but then containing everybody else.
And what does it mean to you that you're not going to have to face the defense of Ben Simmons tonight?
Ben is, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, so the fact that he's not playing, is a lift to us. But again, they're just a good team defense. So, they're one of the better coached teams in this league, and they very disciplined, good positionally, and then they have good, excellent individual defenders.
Do you draw any parallels at all with what this team is going through with Ben and then you guys being without Kyrie, their situations? I know it's not identical, but do you draw any parallels in those situations?
I haven't really thought about it a ton. Obviously, I think when there's turmoil, amongst teams, sort of just inside of things, I think it brings people closer together though too. So I'm sure Philly's probably experiencing a similar thing in that way where you want to be with your guys and have everybody there competing, but you play the cards that you're dealt and you make the most of the situation that you have at hand.
Joe, Stephen said that when they decided to not have Kyrie around, that it would hopefully give you guys a better understanding and clarity of roles moving forward and just kind of keeping any distraction away. Has that happened, do you feel like?
I think it's so early in the year where guys, we're really still a new group where there's so much turnover from last season where we're still trying to get familiar with one another. Guys are still learning to play with the lineups that we have out there. We have a lot of different units that we've thrown out there from the time that training camp started. So I think that kind of happens more a little bit with time. It's one of those things that you really have to be patient with.